Hello, my name is Peyton. I'm a librarian over at the Murray City Library, and today I'm going to be sharing with you details about our summer reading challenge at the library, some events that we have going on that are sponsored by the library, as well as some book recommendations for ideas as far as what you could maybe try to read for this summer for Summer Reading Challenge. The dates that Summer Reading Challenge is going to run through, it begins on June 6th and runs through August 26th. So soon after school lets out, you can come by the library at June 6th or after and pick up either a paper tracker, or you could download the Beanstack app on your phone or other device to track your progress that way. We're really allowing you as our patrons to decide how you want Summer Reading Challenge to work as far as how much you read every day. You could choose between reading 10 minutes a day, between 30 minutes a day, or even more if you want. The main goal is that you read 15 days in a row to reach the halfway point, or 30 days in a row to complete the Summer Reading Challenge. We do, as usual, have prizes that we'll hand out as a reward for your reading this summer. The halfway point, you'll receive a prize like a bouncy ball or some other kind of knick-knack. At 30 days, when you finish the Summer Reading Challenge, you'll receive a book that you get to pick out from a whole bunch of different ones that you can take home, and it's yours to keep. There will also be a special vinyl sticker that you can put on a water bottle or your laptop. And we also have grand prize entries that you'll have a chance to win if you complete the Summer Reading Challenge. Those grand prizes will include anything from a family zoo pass. We're gonna buy a scooter to hand out. There will be a couple of Kindle Fire tablets, Amazon gift card with quite a bit of money on it, and maybe some outdoor gear as well. We're still finalizing what grand prizes we're gonna have available. So you'll get to choose which grand prize you want to put your raffle into between probably about 5 larger prizes. So with that, I'm gonna move on now to some of our other events that we have going on at the library as well as over in Murray Park. There are a number of library-sponsored events which are happening this summer, not only at the Murray Library, but also at Murray Park at Pavilion 5. In June and July, on Wednesdays at 1 p.m., there will be a variety of performances and events which you can attend. On June 8th, the first performance is by Mont Magic. It'll be a magician show. On June 15th, there will be a performance called Mad Science, which is a science experiment show. On June 22nd, this one's pretty awesome. It's Superhero Wednesday, and you can meet Spider-Man and dress up for a photo opportunity if you'd like. On June 29th, there will be the Gift of Movement with Miss Murray, and she will be hosting a dance workshop where she'll be teaching some dance moves. Moving on to July, on July 6th, there will be a performance called Scales and Tails, which is a reptile show, and one of their cooler animals they're going to be sharing is a small alligator, so you'll want to show up for that. On July 13th, there is a performance by the Scariff Irish School of Dance, and that will be a lot of fun to watch them dance. On July 20th, there will be a performance called Monroe's Mountain Melodies, which is a family concert with puppets. And finally, on July 26th, there will be the Long-Winged Bird Show, which will feature a hawk, a cockatiel, and an owl. There will be a number of other family events at Murray Park, not necessarily sponsored by the Murray Library, but you can see what's going on over there. They have a lot going on at Murray Park this summer, so make sure to check out the Murray City website for more details. There are 2 other events which I wanted to share with you, which will be happening this summer at the Murray Library. The first is in June. On June 18th, we will be hosting our annual tie-dye party. You will need to register for this event. You can either come on your own, with a group of friends, or with your family. And if you register on our website for June 18th, there are a number of time slots which you can sign up for, and that's always a lot of fun. We also have going on in July on Tuesdays at 2 p.m. We'll be hosting movie matinees, which will be in the large meeting room at the library. So you can come and beat the heat and enjoy a movie. You can come on your own, bring friends, come with your family. Everyone is welcome. Scythe by Neil Shusterman is set in a dystopian future where people do not die by natural causes. Thanks to technological advancement and an artificial intelligence called the Thunderhead, people on Earth seemingly live forever. The Thunderhead was created to manage and control worldwide society so that it lasts forever. However, overpopulation is still a problem and is assigned to the human Scythedom to handle. Scythes are entirely separate from the Thunderhead and are tasked with deciding to glean or permanently kill a certain number of people each month. This first book in the arc of a Scythe trilogy begins the journey of Rowan and Citra, two new recruits to the Scythedom. If they pass their training, they will join the ranks of the Scythes. As they train with Scythe Faraday, they learned that the Scythedom is not as simple as they thought. A new faction of Scythes begins to grow in power. These new order Scythes are embracing a dangerous inclination toward enjoying and even glorifying in their duty to glean from humanity's population. There once was a term in old history for people very much like these psychopathic and bloodthirsty Scythes: serial killers. Do you enjoy books that are set in England or in our own familiar world? Are you intrigued by stories with multiple dimensions or universes? Do you like when magic and technology mingle within the same story? If you do, you should give Philip Pullman's His Dark Materials series a try. The first book in this fantasy series is called The Golden Compass. Follow the main character, Lyra, to the far north of her world, which is very much like our own, cold, snowy, and dangerous, but also with some incredible differences as well. As she seeks to find her kidnapped friend, Roger, Lyra encounters witch clans, armored polar bears, and will discover the identity of her mysterious parents. And last of all, she will learn of her own destiny, which may lead her into other worlds entirely. An added bonus to reading this series is that it's been made not only into a movie, but an excellent TV show as well. Next up is a book for any of you science fiction fans out there. From acclaimed author Brandon Sanderson comes the first book in his sci-fi series for teens, Skyward. Defeated, crushed, and driven almost to extinction, the remnants of the human race are trapped on a planet that is constantly attacked by mysterious alien starfighters. Spensa, a teenage girl living among them, longs to be a pilot. When she discovers the wreckage of an ancient ship, she realizes this dream might be possible, assuming she can repair the ship, navigate flight school, and perhaps most importantly, persuade this strange machine to help her, because this ship, uniquely, appears to have a soul. The Lake by Natasha Preston is a mystery that takes place at a summer camp called Camp Pine Lake. Two teenage girls named Esme and Kayla were once campers at Camp Pine Lake. They're excited to be back this year as CITs, or counselors in training. Esme loves the little girls in her cabin and thinks it's funny how scared they are of everything: spiders, the surly head counselor, the dark, boys, even swimming in the lake. It reminds her a little of how she and Kayla used to be once, before their secret happened, that is. Esme and Kayla did something bad when they were campers. Afterwards, the girls agreed to never tell anyone and try to forget it. They've moved on, or so they say, and this summer is going to be great. 2 months of sun, s'mores, and flirting with cute boy counselors. But then they get a note. The lake never forgets, and the secret they've kept buried for so many years is about to resurface. Experience the life of a brother and sister on the run from a dangerous cartel. In Illegal by Francisco X. Stork, life in Mexico is a death sentence for Emiliano and his sister Sarah. To escape the violent cartel that is after them, they flee across the border, seeking a better life in the United States and hoping they can find a way to bring their pursuers to justice. Sarah turns herself over to the authorities to apply for asylum. Emiliano enters the country illegally, planning to live with their father. But now Sarah is being held indefinitely in a detention facility, awaiting an asylum hearing that may never come, finding it harder every day to hold on to her faith and hope. Life for Emiliano is not easy either. Everywhere he goes, it's clear that he doesn't belong, and all the while, the cartel is closing in on them. Emiliano sets off on a tense and dangerous race to find justice, but can he expose the web of crimes from his place in the shadows? Did you know that the Murray Library has a huge collection of comics and graphic novels which are available for checkout? The first graphic novel I want to share with you is called Girl on Fire by award-winning singer, songwriter, and actress Alicia Keys. Lolo Wright always thought she was just a regular 14-year-old dealing with regular family drama. Her brother James is struggling with his studies, her dad's business constantly teeters on the edge of trouble, and her mother, well, she left a long time ago. But then Lolo's world explodes when a cop pulls a gun on her brother James in a dangerous case of mistaken identities. Staring down the barrel with no one else to help, Lolo discovers powers she never knew she had. Using only her mind, she literally throws the cop out of the way. The problem is that secrets like Lolo's don't stay secret for long. Skin, a dangerous dealer with designs on taking over the neighborhood, hears of Lolo's telekinetic abilities and decides that he needs her in his crew. Skin might not have Lolo's powers, but he's got nothing to lose and is willing to do whatever it takes to get what he wants. And what he wants is Lolo. Lolo's not willing to let Skin use her to hurt the people and neighborhood that she loves, but it's going to take a whole different kind of bravery to stand up for what's right, especially after Lolo's mom returns suddenly and turns Lolo's world upside down. For too long, it's true, Lolo's had her head in the clouds, but this time it's on her and she's not backing down. Another graphic novel you could read this summer is a quirky fantasy called Nimona by N.D. Stevenson. Nimona is an impulsive young shapeshifter with a knack for villainy. Lord Ballister Blackheart is a villain with a vendetta. As sidekick and supervillain, Nimona and Lord Blackheart are about to wreak some serious havoc. Their mission? Prove to the kingdom that Sir Ambrosius Goldenloin and his buddies at the Institution of Law Enforcement and Heroics aren't the heroes everyone thinks they are. But as small acts of mischief escalate into vicious battle, Lord Blackheart realizes that Nimona's powers are as murky and mysterious as her past, and her unpredictable wild side might be more dangerous than he is willing to admit. If you enjoy history, you might give the 3-part graphic novel series March a try. Written by civil rights activist John Lewis, March is a vivid first-hand account of his lifelong struggle for civil and human rights, meditating in the modern age on the distance traveled since the days of Jim Crow and segregation. Rooted in Lewis's personal history, it also reflects on the highs and lows of the broader civil rights movement. Book 1 spans John Lewis's youth in rural Alabama, his life-changing meeting with Martin Luther King Jr., the birth of the Nashville student movement, and their battle to tear down segregation through nonviolent lunch counter sit-ins, building to a stunning climax on the steps of City Hall. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this has been really informative to you, and we look forward to seeing you at the Murray Library or maybe over at the park this summer. And we encourage you to come June 6th, sign up for the Summer Reading Challenge and get that going so you can win some awesome prizes and read some awesome books this summer. And we hope you have a lot of fun this summer of 2022.